I'm getting G'd up big time. About to whack the pack on, go into some bush, which I've been keen to get into. One of those typical scenarios where I've gotten close and I've just seen it over the ridge and thinking, geez, that would be good. Now I get to go. And I'm feeling great. Before anything else, fallow rut time. I'm chasing some fallow deer on a patch of private ground, and I've got a few little advantages stacking up for me here. Tristan, probably seen him on my channel before. He's hooked me up with something that he was using. It's called his slick slings. Now, I haven't actually tried it out properly, but basically it's just a quick release mechanism to hold your rifle to the side of the pack. I'm going to see how that works. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that goes, because sometimes the safari sling just hasn't been working for me a bit of late. It's got its advantages, and I'll still keep it on for when I go for a little walkabout, but see how that goes. Other thing is, I've got some fresh glass to be using. I'm very excited about this because these are 10 by 50s, a brand called Maven. I've never used glass before which has a much larger objective lens. So I've used 8 or 10 by 42, so it's a 42mm objective lens. This is 50. The big thing with that is it just lets more light in, which means on last light, you know, when it really starts to count, you're getting some visibility which would probably be much better than the naked eye, just not from the magnification, but just from the amount of light that it's letting in. I don't know, I've never ever used glass that's more than entry level before, so I'm excited for this step up. That's really good. Folks, you must get sick of me talking about it, but you know, the wind's always on my mind when I'm deer hunting, and it's going to be a bit of a blustery afternoon, but it's all coming one way, so it's consistent. I see that as a massive advantage to exploit. So when I go in there, I'm going to hit a ridge line and follow it, like facing into that wind blast. And I'll move in quite quickly because I need to cover a bit of ground, and then once I'm there and I've got tent set up, and then stealth mode begins and can really start squirreling around, really start finding some locations to do some good glassing, because I've got that advantage and I'm going to use that this time. Anyway folks, my good times are already natural. I can't bloody wait. On the trot, light rain coming in, feeling absolutely amazing. Best times. Big hill coming up too. Gotta look forward to plenty more of them. Got about 3 hours to get this sorted, so I'm just going on solid plod, one direction going hard. Very good. Interesting to note that up here, amongst a lot of those wattles and stuff there, old scrapes from last year. You've got fresher rubs from this year of travelling animals, but older scrapes where like they were actually rutting up here by the looks of it last year. Keep looking for more campsites, but no, this is good. I can just see down at the bottom from here, but I'll show you. Those wattles down that way, they're hanging out all amongst that shit. Point is, if I go down the spur just a little further, I'll have glassing room for days. croak coming out of there before. But like, with that wind so strong, I can just hear echoes of it, so it's very hard to point out where it's at, but having a look anyway. I'll look until dark. Alright, clear up. Bring on blue skies, please. There's my thermal. Already feel it right in my face. That's exactly what I needed. It's good. I could smell them from a mile off. I just thought it was going to be a group, not a single one. Into the devil's eyes. You're not going anywhere. Kind of suggests that a lot of animals up here have not seen the likes of a human, either in a while or at all. Just want him to bugger off the right way. Bugger. Ruin everything for me. Bastard. Spots are empty, or I've just stuffed it up with my wind. I feel like I've broken all the rules anyway by getting in a bit too close, but without any croaking going on, what am I supposed to do? There's a lot of bush to get through to get to him. Plus, I think he's actually, he's out of the block. Got myself stuck in the big shit. Mob goats walk right up into me. Well, I'm back on my little hill here. Interesting morning. I guess you come in with a bit of optimism sometimes. You think, oh yeah, this will be sweet. And it's like, no, the bush will be the bush. Plenty of goats about. Not too interested. But a bit of pig sign about. Again, not what I'm after, but just to know the area's full. Getting a bit desperate. Just glassing over into neighbouring country. It's on the other side of the range, and I've just seen a couple come on out. But I very much doubt that they would find their way into this block. It's just nice to know that I've heard 3 croaks now. The wind probably not let the camera pick it up, but there's a little bit of croaking happening, which is good. Big open face, you see all these feral goats coming out. I'm checking out up here. Deer. back into it. Come down from up there. It's good to have a water source. I need to collect some actually. More bloody goats. So, all in all, no regrets about hiking into that country at all. To be honest, if they were croaking, it would have been the best roll of the dice ever. But I do have to cut my loss here. I know if I'd stayed up there another night, well then cool, they could have opened up, but actually I'm not able to stay up there forever. Reset with the Arvo. Enjoying some very kind hospitality from Blake, Ash and family. Thanks so much, guys. And then the big fella just opens up. I've heard him croak 3 solid times now. I've got this little basin up here. I've just walked too far for you guys to see, but just over this lip, he's just in there. So I'm rushing to basically stop and sit still for a bit and wait for him to do it again. The wind is good. The wind's coming down the valley. My distance from him a bit. If I can get across that little creek there and up into that knoll, I'll have a good advantage. That wind is coming down here now. That's good. Still good. That's fresh. That's very fresh. That's today fresh. This wind is misbehaving and they just won't croak again. This is where he was. Doesn't explain where he is now, but was pretty small. First up in the morning. Expose myself in the open air. Buckham Pond. Still down there croaking his hell. He's taking it. He's taking it. Go down. Go down. Come on. Go down. Go down. I see him going to thick waddle. I see him going to thick waddle. He's good. He's good to hear. I just got to be sure. I got to just. When I just put my head up and I see him charging up out of that dough. Oh man. I've got to check. I've got to just check. Can't fuck around with it. Just creep up and check. He's dead. Oh. That was just a... Oh, that was just perfect. I've been up and I checked on him, but just left the camera. I just wanted to be like, just zone in. And he's good. He's just there at his running stand. Coming up over this rise and seeing him run out was just... Oh, there's no feeling like it at all. And now I've got him. Oh, it's time for the look. Let's go have a look. Oh. Oh man. Yep. Yep. Let's just scrape here. Really good smell here. He has been dominating this little shelf top, this little patch here. It's grouse. Satellite came in for a look. He got close. I was just sitting with him. I just got all that on my phone. Hope it turns out alright. Just coming together. This is just awesome. It's just awesome. And bit of extra fibre. Slow and steady is going to win this race. I'm going to have a few breaks along the way, I think, but that's the game, isn't it? Now I've got to just offer my greatest thanks to Blake and Christian. Thanks so much for granting me this access, guys. You know how much it means to me. And, you know, and Ash and Blake, thanks so much for including me and having me around to spend some time with the family. I really felt so welcome, guys. And just lastly, I want to say a really big g'day to Heath. It was so good to meet you, buddy, and it was really nice that you and your dad could come down to see the deer I shot. I really appreciate that. I reckon you and your dad are going to have some amazing times on this beautiful patch of country. I actually think they'll be the very best times of your life. That's what I honestly reckon. Anyway, till next time, mate.